Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. I get sent pictures and videos and emails, and if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. Well, I hope you're ready to get inspired, because this community member has sent in an email allowance of pictures. And she said, oh my gosh, that bit about people not having $400 in savings for an emergency will hurt so many if they don't. Well, lo and behold, our new septic system of $19,700 3 years ago, which was an arm and 2 legs, we had a backup overflowing septic tank. That happened to me too a couple of years ago. I know exactly what you went through. She said toilet must have had a bad slow leak, filled the septic tank, therefore needed to pump it out after an hour and a weekend rate. A whopping $525. Ouch. Oh yeah, believe me, I know that pain. She said, my point is, community members, please save even $10. It will add up. I use my babysitting money. Thankfully, I'm a Scrooge and don't spend it. Adding more number 10 cans from my shed to my storage area, and now I can't fit any more. Pictures of my son's pomegranate tree made pomegranate molasses. Oh my word, my word, my word. I love pomegranate. It's one of my favorites. Pomegranate molasses. Now that is interesting. How did you do that? Now, here is an urgent message from a community member. She said, I live in Chatsworth. My business partner lives in Ringgold at the Tennessee line. Last week, he was coming to work on I-75 and he saw a FedEx truck pulled over on the side of the road. The back of the truck was slightly open. Something was pouring out like a foam. There was hazmat everywhere. I'll have to ask my son if he knows anything about that because he works for FedEx. They had the interstate blocked off next to the truck. There were police, ambulance, and firefighters everywhere. Even the bridge above the interstate, they had it blocked off with no traffic. He said the smell was horrible, worst smell he had ever smelled. Something's not right with this picture. A FedEx truck, hazmat, that must... First responders, no coverage on the news for this big of a deal. I'm going to have to ask my son. He's got the kids out right now doing last minute school supply shopping and getting snacks and stuff like that because the kids have to bring snacks in for school and stuff like that. So I will ask him. Okay, thanks. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to leave a link in the description box below for you guys. It's a YouTube link, okay? This comes in from a community member. She said, I sent this email and video to all of my family members and wanted to share it with you in the community as well. I just discovered this on YouTube, and I shamefully admit I never knew the true meaning of our national anthem. And I do not believe I am alone. All of us at one time or another sang it in our lifetime, but did we actually stop and think of about the words that we are singing? This is a video I wish every single citizen in our country would watch. We as citizens of this once great nation are being deprived of our freedoms, freedom that men died for, freedoms that made our country the greatest nation in the world, freedoms that our God-given right to have. Did you ever question why we are being stripped of these freedoms every day? Every single day. Why we are allowing a government which obviously has made it their mission to destroy our nation to continue to rule it. Why we as a long time abiding citizens, law-abiding citizens, are suffering through this economic crisis while others are profiting from it. If we feel we can do nothing to stop the immortality, the crime, evil, then think again. It is our duty to take a stand and fight for our freedom and our rights. We would not have been the United States of America had our ancestors not laid their lives down fighting for it. We all need to pray to the Lord for strength and guidance to help us through these times. And all of us need to wake up and take notice and let our voices be heard. if this link cannot be clicked and played, please copy and paste. You will not regret it. Okay, thank you. You know, that's one thing that I think a lot of us go through. We can't let our voices, you know, are not heard, regardless of the situation. And you know, that's one thing that I fight for every single day. You know, as a content creator, I feel like my voice is constantly being muffled, and that's the one thing that I always want to stand up for, is all of our voices to always be heard. And you know, regardless, like I said, of the situation, it doesn't matter what it is. I feel that we should all be heard at any given time, you know, regardless of what you have to say, you know. And it's always seems like we're always being told to shut up and sit down, and I can't stand that. And I'll be honest with you, I know I haven't watched the video yet. When, you know, hang on, I'm going to pause filming real quick and I'm going to go watch this video. I'll be right back. Okay, I watched it, and wow, yeah, it is everything I thought it would be. It's amazing. So I highly suggest watching that video. Okay, I really do. Watch it in its entirety. Yeah. Okay, so here is an email from a community member. She said, "Hi, I hope you and your family are doing well in this excessive heat. Getting by, I'll just say that." She said, "I know money is tight for everyone, and I hope people aren't trying to skip on the AC to lower their bill. It's not worth anyone's life or health. Dollar Tree has their version of Pedialyte in the baby section. It'll help anyone suffering from the heat. It's not just for babies anymore. It doesn't hurt to keep some on hand in case of food poisoning, etc. I thought this might be good for your boots on the ground feature. Take care." Well, thank you. You take care too. Yes, it's a very good product to stock up on. I agree. Yes. So here is a email with some pictures that were sent in by a community member. She said, "This is what our city mayor brought us: 2 boxes of breaded chicken and some 2% skim milk. The next picture is a question for you in the community. I make homemade burritos. Can I can the burrito mix that I use? Thank you, everyone." Well, it all depends on what is in your burrito mix. Is it meat? Is it just beans? What's in it? Because that's going to determine how long you pressure can for and things like that, and the consistency and stuff like that. So email me back and let me know exactly what is in your burrito mix. Okay. Okay, who is once again ready to get inspired? So this community member sent in more pictures, and she said, "All potatoes sealed from yesterday. Got yummies from the farmer's market as usual for free. 2 huge cantaloupe I cut up that are delicious, and lots of watermelons, to tomatoes to peaches and apples for my girls. Have a blessed day for everybody." Pictures are from months past, but were all from the same farmer's market to be composted. But I wasn't having it. Think outside the box, y'all. Prepare. Yes, absolutely. So here is an email with a picture from a community member. She said, "What has happened to Cracker Jack? Has they gone woke? Because now we've got Cracker Jill." Well, okay. And now I leave you with some videos that were sent in by community members. This first video, though, that was sent to me was sent in by a community member. She said, "This is where our electric cars and our cell phone batteries come from. It looks like modern day slavery to me, but maybe we aren't allowed to say this. It's heartbreaking, and want to bet there are a few Californians who would watch this." So sad. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.
Supply chain of your iPhone, of your Tesla, of your Samsung.
Right.
It's all of them, right? All of them. And here's what you need to know, Joe, about this video. This is an industrial cobalt mine where there's not supposed to be one artisanal miner. Now, that's the term used for people who are just digging by hand as opposed to tractors and excavators. There's more than 15,000 human beings crammed into that pit, digging by hand. And if you have sound, you hear the mallets, you hear the shouting, you hear the grunts. Thousands of individuals clanking away for $1 or $2 a day. Okay? All that stuff, that cobalt's toxic to breathe. They're breathing it in all day.
No masks.
No masks,
No filtration
no
systems.
gloves, no. Half those guys are in flip-flops. We're supposed to be living in this enlightened era. To see kids up to their shoulders caked in this filth and grime and toxic. I mean, to see teenagers walking around with babies on their back, all inhaling this toxic cobalt dust. To see them barely scraping by on $1 a day, $2 a day.
It was a firestorm. I know, but there was tornadoes of ash the size of charcoal from a barbecue, like being thrown by baseball players. I'm ducking behind walls. I had to kick in the door at Bubba Gump's to get out of it because I was getting pounded. And then Bubba Gump started on fire, and I'm running down Front Street, and the wall, there's like 80 people, and the ocean was on fire. Firefighter told me because the first layer of ash causes a seal. And then the next layer of ash was all the ambers. So the tide line was on fire, and I had to jump through the water and come up through the fire. And 80 people that were on the wall, everybody started jumping in. Coast Guard was out there grabbing people, and I was like, no, I'm good. I was born in the water. I'm a cod. And they're grabbing people, and I swam. I knew my phone was only good for like 15 seconds being submerged, then swam for like a half mile north. It was like nothing you've ever seen. This was bad that the people in their cars that were dead and from asphyxiation and the fire blew out the car, and you just saw the numbers of the dead are so wrong. People